The K1200RS features an 1171cc version of that engine with 133 brake horsepower.
The bikes are set up for covering big distances, so the bikes are all keyed in so that they are very low maintenance, so that when you are travelling around Europe you don't have a niggling worry that the bike isn't going to hold up and it isn't going to perform, that you can just go to it and it will start and off you go and cross another border.
Open the throttle in any gear and the K1200 surges forward with a will. Keep an eye on the speedo though, because this bike will easily run up to a maximum speed in excess.
They should run forever, a bit like a crazed Jack Russell. They're sensible bikes.
Running costs are again very similar to some of your larger performance bikes, muscle bikes. Grouped somewhere insurance-wise in between the two. Fuel economy is normally a concern, as is emissions, because of the miles these bikes are expected to do.
These immense machines will go for miles at speed while you enjoy the scenery as it flies by.
The handlebars adjust back and forth, the footrests have alternate mountings, and the seat gives a choice of 2 ride heights. The screen has 2 positions, and BMW have even fitted heated grips as standard.
Like more of a performance bike, but you can stick the wife and panniers on the back.
Performance-wise, they do what you'd expect them to do and eat up the miles.
The company practically invented the term ergonomics and have made everything but everything on this bike adjustable.
You can go for a good blast on a Sunday, and then should you want the next weekend to go out and tour around England on it, then you can just bolt the panniers off and away you go. They are very much dual-purpose bikes.
BMW's K1200RS is the John Major of motorcycling.
Yes, they are as comfy as a 2-wheeled vehicle moving at speed can be. Cushy seat, upright riding position and big fairing to keep the wind off your bonds. They're about as comfy and as practical as a bike can be.
Large fuel capacity, very reasonable, very good value for money again.
Hustling one of these through a good set of bends is quite an achievement. They're sensible bikes for sensible people.
BMW K1200RS does everything you ask of it.
Well, if I tell you that this bike weighs in at a hefty 285 kilos, then you may well think 130 of your finest isn't good enough after all. The K1200RS does its best to provide you with optimum riding experience. Bars, foot pegs, screen, seat, and even the levers have multiple options to allow you to tinker till your heart's content and hopefully give you that made-to-measure feel.
BMW do the touring thing so much better.
It would be extremely good for covering very long distances.
I think it's a good-looking machine, but it's definitely a heavyweight and not a Prince Naseem.
On the road, the K1200 inspires absolute confidence. The strong willing engine and stable geometry results in a supremely able, high-speed, long-distance tourer that's easy to handle. Find an autobahn or get a good solicitor if you want to keep your licence.